we got to go back. We got to go back to even further, the mentors of these people. Because Diddy was taught how to do what he does systematically, and Clyde Davis has been his greatest teacher.
Look, Clyde Davis is not here to respond to that, nor is Jay-Z. But a lot of people, famous people in the music industry, have been notable, like I say, by their silence so far.
50 Cent just can't resist stirring the pot. And lately he's set his sights on the power couple, Beyoncé and Jay-Z. He's been calling them out for what he considers some questionable behavior, hinting that he's about to reveal their darkest secrets. According to 50, Jay-Z's fascination with Basquiat's iconic hair and artistic vibe isn't sitting well with him. He even went as far as to mock Jay, suggesting he's trying too hard to look like a gay painter. This feud kicked off after the 2022 Super Bowl halftime show when 50 felt snubbed from the lineup, blaming Jay-Z's influence for the oversight. He's convinced that Jay's Basquiat-inspired look and references in his music are more about image than genuine artistry, accusing him of trying too hard to maintain his tough guy persona. To 50, it's all an easy target for ridicule, and he's ready to air out his grievances. When 50 Cent takes shots at Jay-Z, calling him a gay painter, it's classic 50 playing to the hyper-masculine hip-hop crowd. He's reminding everyone that Jay's artsy obsession might be a bit much to handle. While the art community hails Basquiat as a symbol of rebellion and depth, 50 flips that narrative to question Jay's entire persona. But he doesn't stop there. He's also throwing major shade at the supposedly strange parties that Jay-Z and others like Diddy are hosting.
Been around about people for a long time. You've been hearing little things about him, and have I heard little shit about Jay-Z? Yup. Do I think that he's trying to emulate himself and present himself as a gay painter, like to look like Basquiat? Yup. I do. I think 50 Cent was right about that. I think that's a code to, especially to white people, that he's approachable, he's cultured, but Basquiat was also bisexual.
When 50 describes them as weird, you can bet he's hinting at something darker. When I asked 50 about it, he pointed out that Jay-Z had done the same to him in the past, calling out the shopping reference.
He said something to me one time, a long time ago, at Chris Lighty's wedding. He told me to take me shopping. I looked at him like, what'd you just say? Let me move, man, before I do something. You're gonna make me mess up the wedding.
Oh, that's a nice gesture.
Let me get out of no, take me, that's what a guy says to him.
I asked 50 about that. And he said you did the same thing to him. You asked him to take him shopping.
Yeah, I thought he needed some clothes. What? I'm a nice guy.
50 has a knack for sowing suspicion, especially when it comes to his rivals in the entertainment industry. It's like he's trying to peel back the curtain and expose what he thinks goes on in the world of the rich and famous, all while making it clear that he's not part of that scene. We all know 50 loves a good beef. It's a hallmark of his career. These attacks on Jay-Z may not be new, but they feel sharper, as if 50 is really trying to drive his point home. 50 Cent isn't just targeting Jay-Z's art and fashion, he's going after the core of Jay's carefully crafted image, trying to expose a softer, more vulnerable side that contrasts with the tough hustler persona he's always projected. While Beyoncé has mostly stayed out of 50's crosshairs, she hasn't hesitated to step in when she feels Jay needs defending. There was one memorable instance when Queen Bey practically jumped in front of him, ready to throw hands for her man, which 50 paints as amusing her fierce defense made him take a step back for a moment. It's a reminder of how united Jay and Bey are, even amidst all the surrounding drama. Then there was 50's playful jab at Beyoncé's foray into country music with her Cowboy Carter project. He thought it would be hilarious to counter her with his own fake country track called Conway Fitty. It's classic trolling from 50, light-hearted and cheeky, even when it involves the reigning queen of pop. However, his digs are becoming bolder, especially with his insinuations about Beyoncé's rumoured connections to Diddy's notorious parties.
Thank you.
According to 50 Cent, Beyoncé isn't just attending these wild celebrity parties, she's supposedly helping to organise them. His comments are aimed at stirring the pot and challenging the polished, untouchable image she's always maintained. He's not letting Jay off the hook either, especially with Diddy's legal troubles and serious allegations like intimate trafficking investigations looming. 50 implies that Jay should be cautious, suggesting that if one member of their circle falls, it's only a matter of time before others are dragged down too, creating an association that makes Jay look guilty by proximity. At first glance, this might seem like typical tabloid drama, but there's more going on beneath the surface. Over the years, Beyoncé has crafted a fierce protective image around her family, brand, and career. Some even argue that she's more involved in Jay-Z's public decisions and business moves than she lets on, complicating the narrative that she's just a supportive partner. 50's remarks tap into this complexity, pushing back against the facade they've built together. Beyoncé isn't just a passive figure in the background, she has a significant influence over their music and business ventures. Her fingerprints are all over their empire, so when Jay-Z's reputation is on the line, it's easy to imagine her stepping in to manage the fallout. Their response to recent rumors has been notably calculated, especially after Jaguar Wright made explosive claims about their involvement in some dark dealings during her interview with Piers Morgan. Beyoncé and Jay-Z's legal team quickly acted to have the most damaging parts of the interview removed. This wasn't just a simple denial, they took proactive steps to control the narrative, and while they've publicly denied any wrongdoing, their decision to remain mostly quiet has left many wondering if there's more to the story than they're letting on. Supporters of these theories often point to the almost reverent way Beyoncé is treated in the entertainment world. It's not just admiration, fellow artists often seem fearful of falling out of favor with her. Kanye West's infamous interruption at the VMAs, where he declared that Beyoncé had the greatest video of all time, and Adele breaking her Grammy in half to dedicate it to Beyoncé in 2017, are just two examples that feed this narrative. These moments lead people to speculate that Beyoncé might be quietly pulling strings behind the scenes, influencing not just her own image, but also how others are perceived in the industry. Then there's the Super Bowl drama, where 50 Cent claims that Jay-Z tried to keep him off the 2022 halftime show. He asserts that the only reason he ended up on stage was because Eminem threatened to pull out if 50 wasn't included. It's classic 50, making sure everyone knows that even when Jay seems in control, he has supporters who've got his back. This story serves to paint Jay as petty, implying he goes out of his way to keep others down. With Diddy facing serious charges, 50 is not holding back, he's dragging Jay-Z into the mix, calling him out for staying silent while his friend Diddy is in hot water. He even joked about Jay-Z going into hiding until the storm passes, framing him as someone who disappears when things get tough, leaving others to face the consequences alone.